Yo guys, what is going on? This is Mitchell, or Saucy Games, back at again with another video on the channel, and today I am going to be talking about why CoD players should try CSGO, so let's get right into it. So I've been playing a lot of CSGO recently, and I've had a lot of fun with it, so I decided to bring you this list of 10 reasons why you should try CSGO if you're a CoD player. So first reason is it's an FPS just like Call of Duty, so there's not going to be too much of a difficult transition between an FPS and a third-person shooter, or a weird transition between two completely unrelated games. If you like CoD, you'll probably like CSGO. The next reason is CSGO is very easy to run because it doesn't have the best graphics in the world. Pretty much most computers can run it as long as you're not using some sort of absolute potato. It can pretty much run on most computers. The next reason is that it's very cheap. I believe it runs around $15, and you can probably get it for less on G2A. I have a link to that down in the description below as well. And the next reason is it's a really good way to see if you like PC gaming because, like I said before, it's very cheap. And it's fun to play. You can play with your friends if they get it as well. It's a good game to transition into PC gaming with. The next reason is it's not as cringy as CoD. When I make YouTube videos and people are like, "Oh, you have a YouTube channel? What do you do?" I'm like, "Oh, I play CoD." And they're like, "Oh, CoD. Oh." So, it's if you said, "Oh, I play CSGO." They'll be like, "Oh, that's awesome. I play CSGO too. I love CSGO." CSGO is just simply not as cringy as Call of Duty. I don't know why. It's just Call of Duty is just thought of to be that really cringy game. The next reason is that it's very competitive. So if you like competitive game modes in Call of Duty, you will really like Counter-Strike Go. Because comp players who play a lot of S&D, I play a lot of S&D. I love S&D. It really is reflected in CSGO because pretty much the main game mode, if you play any of the games, you're going to be doing a mode that's basically the same as S&D, except you don't switch sides until the halfway point in the game later on. So it's a little bit different setup, but it's pretty much the same as S&D, and then every once in a while they'll add like a new playlist with like different game modes. And I know there's like Gun Game sort of in one of them, similar to Gun Game, not exactly the same. And then there's a deathmatch one. The next reason is that it has a very large player base, so you will always be able to get into a game. There's not really going to be any of that waiting around like you do in Call of Duty when you're looking for a lobby on, Infinite Warfare, COD Ghosts, just two good examples there. Now the next reason why you should play CSGO if you're a COD player is the custom maps and surfing maps. It's really fun to go surfing in CSGO. I'm not the best at it, but I've tried it a few times and I had a lot of fun with it. And there's a lot of custom maps. If you're into making new maps, you can also do that as well. I've never personally done it, but that's a really cool thing that you can do. It's also very fun and addictive, so you'll never be bored with the game. I mean, I've been playing it a lot this week, and I've had so much fun with it, and I'm pretty much addicted at this point. And the final reason why you should try CSGO if you're a COD player is because it's very skill-based, meaning that there's not as much camping or shotgunning in corners. Headshots do more damage, recoil control wins gunfights, and it rewards the good players. If you get headshots, you'll be rewarded more. You might get frustrated at first because of the skill gap between a brand new player and somebody who's been playing for a long time, but with practice and hard work, you can get very good at it. And if you practice aiming, practice recoil control, knowing where to pre-aim, pre-fire, where to shoot, where to aim for at the person, and how to control things like your recoil, that can really help you to become a good player. So there's a big difference between a skilled player and a non-skilled player, whereas in Call of Duty there's a much smaller gap between there. in CSGO, you'll see, like, just press tab and you can look at the leaderboard. Some people are just doing absolutely terrible, some people are doing mediocre, and other people are, like, going off, like, absolutely insane. And, you know, it's very cool to see the gap between players there, and that the progression that you go through as you become a better player. So that's all I had for this video today. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below what kind of videos you want to see in the future, and subscribe if you're new here. I will see you all later. Peace, and remember to stay saucy.